Hey everybody, my name is Old School Nerd, and this is my daughter Caroline.
Hi.
And the amazing ginger hoodie she's wearing this morning is one she stole from me,
In fact, I did.
I'm never getting it back.
Nope.
Nope, she owns it. Speaking of things that my daughter owns, this is Legends Never Die. It's a song that is absolutely on her #1 list of all of the songs ever. Now today, The Dark Side of the Moon, supergroup per se. Influences and performers from various other bands that we all love. Platz, Diehl, Morten on drums, and of course the incomparable Melissa Bonny. They're doing my daughter's favorite song. Now, they're not doing it because it's her favorite song. This is a favorite song for a lot of people out there. So, are you ready?
When am I ever?
That's a lot of drama in one little package, I gotta tell you right now. Here we go. This is our reaction to Legends Never Die. Gets me every time.
No, it shouldn't, because you scared me.
Okay, pause it. Okay, that's Jenny Diehl.
Okay.
She's one of the Mew Mews from Feuerschwanz, the fire performers.
Oh, okay.
But she's also an accomplished harpist.
Oh.
Now, if you think about it, just that sound, isn't the harp like the best musical instrument for this song?
Yeah, it is.
Ever?
It really is.
Now, my favorite part about The Dark Side of the Moon, it's kind of a collaboration of various artists, and of course Platz, whose hat is actually magical. When we talk about, Harry Potter and stuff, and it's all like a story that's made up, his hat is actually magical.
Okay.
Okay, it's true.
Yeah.
Now, he does a lot of the arrangements and stuff, but of course Jenny does her parts and stuff. Melissa does the vocals, and of course Morten is that rhythm section. But I really feel like this one is going to be a song that Jenny really gets to stand out.
Yeah, because it's Legends Never Die and needs that harp in the back to hold like its own.
Well, luckily for us, the way that Hans does this is he lets all the members of the Dark Side of the Moon each get their specific little spot where they get to shine. Nobody's ever held back for, like some bands, it's always like, oh, the lead singer or the lead guitarist is the most popular one that everyone focuses on. In this group, they're pretty much selfless, and they all get to shine and help each other, kind of lift each other up, so it kind of works.
Nice.
We're going to get back to it. Sorry, we couldn't help ourselves. Well, I couldn't help myself.
Yeah, don't blame me.
Legends never die when the world is calling you. Can you hear them screaming out your name? Legends never die, they become a part of you. Every time you bleed for reaching greatness, relentless you survive. They never lose hope when everything's cold and the fighting's near. It's deep in their bones, they're running to smoke when the fire is fierce. Oh, pick yourself out, 'cause legends never die. When the world is calling you, can you hear them screaming out your name? Legends never die, they become a part of you. Every time you breathe for reaching greatness, legends never die.
I want to stop it before the next chorus, the next verse. But this chorus got all the power, got all the elevated that you expect from this group. Two things. How does it compare to the original for you?
I mean, the original will always hit home for me, but so far this is a good variation of it. I really like the build up in the start, and whenever it finally drops into the chorus, it's like beautifully blended. I'm very proud because I have listened to the song since I found it when I was, I don't know, 7, 8, and it helped me through a lot of stuff, like a lot of music does. And hearing more and more variations of it, I always think back to the original, and this is one of the best ones.
I think for me, there's two things that stick out. I knew that Hans Platz was going to bring the guitars. And I knew that Morten was going to put monster drums, kind of give that metal feel. The two things I didn't expect. Number one, I should have expected this, but Melissa's vocals in this, because it's Melissa, she's relatable.
Yeah.
When you watch Melissa perform, when you hear her voice, it's very much like she's talking to you as a friend, not as a rock star. So it can relate. And then when she goes big in the chorus, it's still relatable. So when she's singing this soft verse, you feel like she's talking to you personally. And then when she goes to the chorus, it's multiple versions because she's done all the harmonies for her own self, recorded. So it's a lot of Melissa, but in the best way. So even though it's still big, it's still relatable. The other thing, never thought I'd ever say this. You ready?
Oh, God.
Harp hook. Okay, so why do you hate me? Listen. Okay. This is a musical term, okay? So normally when you have big metal guitars, if you have two guitarists, one will do that rhythm section, the dun, 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 in big chords to go with the drums and the bigness of the song. You have that other guitarist that plays a hook. Dun, 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 with just single notes.
Yeah.
And it's called the hook.
Yeah.
Harp hook. Hans created it to where even though his guitars are huge, in the mix, he makes sure that Jenny's melody, the original melody on that harp is evident.
Yeah.
And you can hear it and it fills and it adds that, I guess that little extra emotion to it.
Yeah.
Harp hook.
Okay.
I'm in.
If you ever use that again, I might. Just saying.
If you hit me because I said that word, those two words together,
yeah,
Jenny may come after you, and she has fire.
That's okay. I go to public school. I'm used to it.
She goes to public school. She's used to. Okay, go ahead.
They're written down in eternity, but you never see the price it costs. Scars collected all their lives. When everything's lost, they pick up their hearts and avenge defeat. Before it all starts, they suffer through hundreds to touch a dream. Oh, pick yourself up, 'cause legends never die. When the world is calling you, can you hear them screaming out your name? Legends never die. They become a part of you. Every time you bleed for reaching greatness, legends never die.
Where are they going with this?
When the world is calling out your name, begging you to fight. Pick yourself up, OldSkuleNerd. Pick yourself up, 'cause legends never die. When the world is calling you, can you hear them
All right. Okay. So
I have words to say.
you have okay. Caroline has words to say. You say your words, then I'll say my words, and then we'll probably be done after that.
Yeah. Okay. So, if you guys didn't know, I am a 12-year dancer. I've been doing dance since I was 2. And I have a habit of when I'm listening to music, I envision dance, like actual dances in my head that
Like a lyrical performance.
Yeah, 2
Okay.
songs. And what if you know, like, you can see me swaying in a chair is because I'm imagining those moves and me doing it. I was doing that this entire time, and that's how you know it's a great song. Because I have a whole playlist of, if I were to do a solo, this is what I would do. And if this comes out on Spotify, it will go on that playlist.
It's out on Spotify.
It's going on my playlist.
Speaking of which, all of the Dark Side of the Moon's information and that Spotify link that she's talking about, I'll put in the description below so you can check it out. It is on Spotify, so you can put it on your playlist.
Nice.
All right, yeah. I kind of figured that Caroline does do that. There are songs like what's funny. I did a reaction to Periphery's Loon. She comes up, she sees me do it, and it's on her playlist. And we talked about she would actually take a metal song and play a metal song for her graduation lyrical performance when she turned 17. And this one could actually wind up being in the running for that, if you think about it.
Yeah, if you don't know what lyrical is, it's kind of a mixture of ballet, but it's not proper and poise and
It's not so much about the stances, the structure. It's interpretive.
it's
artistic
emotion, it's
yeah.
emotion and story. Story goes along with it a lot.
If you want to know a good example of that, Melissa Bonny does it every time she does a video. Yeah, she's got to stand in one spot because she's singing, but the rest of her body is doing lyrical ballet the whole time. And it makes sense because Melissa is a dancer.
Yeah.
So yeah, we figured that out. Musically, we stopped where we talked about the where you take the word hook and the word harp, put them together, which she won't let me do anymore. But when we got past that, we went into kind of a build-up bridge, and I mentioned where are they going with this, and they went even bigger. And I just did a Feuerschwanz reaction earlier this week, and I commented that for all the times that Hans Plotz writes a song, and no matter what project he's in, he always creates beautiful music, arranges beautiful music, but for some reason he always likes to put himself in the background, guitar-wise. For Feuerschwanz new one, he did a huge guitar solo and really showed off his skills. He did it again in this one. He goes off. And to where it didn't seem obnoxious, because sometimes if a guitar player goes off and the song isn't arranged to support it, it can sound
much.
It's too much. Morten goes off too.
Yeah,
You can hear in the build-up, Morten really leans into that ride cymbal, that clang, clang, clang. He builds up with it, and they go together. And so the gentlemen of the band, they go off. Melissa elevates and goes really powerful in her vocal, kind of starts belting. My favorite part of the whole thing is, despite all of that,
the harp stays the same.
Harp stays in the pocket. Jenny holds that line, that melody, the whole time. And it seems trivial to a lot of people, but one of my favorite things that a real good band does is storytelling. It's all about the storytelling. And they did a mechanism of storytelling that when a band does this properly, really helps out. They bookended this song. It starts with just Jenny Diehl on that harp, pulling that melody. And at the end, what's the only thing going on at the end?
The harp.
Jenny's sitting in her chair, holding the harp, and she's that duet chord, walking through that melody. At the very end, her arm lifts up in a fluriation, and it fades out. So it's proper storytelling. The storybook opens, the storybook closes, the end. And it's a classic tale. It's obviously going on Caroline's playlist.
Yep.
And it's definitely in the conversation and on the running for her possible lyrical solo one day. Because I don't think she's ever going to stop loving Legends Never Die as a song.
Nope.
And this could be one of the more powerful renditions of it that I mean, if you're going to leave your mark and dance, this could be a vehicle for it. We'll keep you updated.
No.
We've got a few years to go. You got 4 more years
Four.
4 more years to go.
Come out with a good song in 4 years. Maybe it could be there. I don't know.
Oh, who knows? They might do another version.
Who knows?
Yeah.
But no, one of my favorite parts of this is whenever it finally dropped, I envisioned a jump, and it just like completed
one
the
of
song.
one of those leap flirt, like a
But-
open,
Well, not the open ones. Like whenever it's that one knee's up and the other one's out, and they fall to the ground.
and they just collapse.
Yes.
Like a collapsing, wilting flower,
Yes, yes.
and then she bursts out like a phoenix exploding in fire afterwards.
Yep.
Melissa did that with Ad Infinitum in their last song. I'm telling you, all the members of the Dark Side of the Moon appeal to my daughter in different ways. Musicianship, artistry, storytelling. It's why it's a band that we both love, and it brings us together. And we watched the premiere. So many amazing people in the premiere, and it was a good time. So my name is Old School Nerd. This is Caroline, my daughter, and this was our reaction to the Dark Side of the Moon. Legends never die. And by the way, legends, they don't.
They really don't.
Yeah, for better or for worse.
Yeah.
But luckily for us, these legends,
For the better.
yeah, definitely for the better or the best. All right, and with that, we'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.
Wait, say bye, Caroline.
What? Bye, Caroline.
Thanks for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed this video, give us a like. It really helps the channel grow. Also, if you want to subscribe, right there. Big thank you to all my Patreons out there. We appreciate everything you do. If you want more content like this video, check them out above. Remember, love one another, take care of each other. We're all stuck on this mud ball together. We'll see you later.